What is up, fans? Went live a little bit early. I normally get you guys saying you're late, but I went live a little bit early. What's up, everybody? Let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that you can see me. The usual razzmatazz, all that stuff. But yeah, Saturday night Q&A. We're going to hang out. We're going to chat it up. Good evening. What's up, Simon? What's up, everyone? I had a bunch of you guys in here. James, Bryson, what is up, everybody? Let me pull up the other chat. I could hear you see just fine. Thank you so much, Bryson. I appreciate that. I'm using StreamYard because I want to get you guys on here for a little bit. So, hey, Doug, I can be here as long as Mother's Day in Latin. Have a good day in stream. You too, Lewis. And tell your mother I said Happy Mother's Day from Latin America. What's up, Jose? What's good? Vince Fan Dog, what's up? What's up, Josie Juicy? First question, is that a hoodie? I'm gonna start popping up your questions so people know what I'm actually reading. Yes, this is a hoodie. It's very thin though. It's a thin hoodie. It's kind of like a workout hoodie. It's got like these holes here for your thumbs. But yeah, it's a hoodie. DDW. What's up, streets? To is the future? I hope so. I really do. But showing it. Just gotta show it, man. Shut people up. Will Stephen Ross go to the throwback jerseys if we win the Super Bowl? I don't know. Something has to happen for him to go back to throwbacks. Someone who hit the dislike button. That dislike was there before I went live. There are some people out there who hit the dislike button before I even go live, before I even make the video or anything. So, you know how you counteract that? You hit that like button. Get the likes all the way up there. What's up, Rascal? What's up, Kyle? Dan Rodriguez, hit that like button on the way in, please. Thank you. Thank you, Danny Rodriguez. I appreciate you. Who do you think is going to be the captain this year? It's a very good question, Jared. I do think you'll see like Jesse Davis. Is I'm hearing he's really taking ownership of the offensive line. I'm hearing I probably Christian Wilkins. I think he's really taking the leadership of the defensive line. If Tua isn't captain, I don't really care. I think he will be, but if he isn't, I don't think it really bothers me. Joe asked, which wide receiver gets cut from the team? I think there'll be a few. Some under, like some guys who, how do you become a Patreon? Keith asks. It's in the description, or you can join the membership if you want to be more interactive with the channel here. But the Patreon, you guys get little perks on the Patreons that you guys don't get over here, and vice versa. So it's all what you want to do. Doug, did you hear that Morgan Moses was released by Washington? Really? I gotta look that up. UNT are the best channel. Go Dolphins. Thank you so much, Carlos. Wow. Did he really get fired? They really released Morgan Moses. Huh, that's interesting. What's your favorite comedy of all time? I Burgess. That's a good question. Probably Young Frankenstein is my favorite. What's up, Vic? My man with the master plan. How you doing, bud? Flawless asks me, Doug, what is your revenge game? Mine's the Bills after missing the playoff. Yeah, Bills or Ravens. So Ravens always seem to have our number. What's up, everybody? So this is the plan for today. I'm not going to stream for too long. Stream for maybe about an hour and a half. You guys get me for a good portion of Saturday night. I'm going to answer some questions like I'm doing now. We're going to talk about some things. We can, if you have any Tua questions you want to ask me, whether you like to or don't like to, we'll answer it. And then come on, I'll have you guys come on. We can talk, have you come on for about 5-10 minutes each, chat it up, talk about any questions or any concerns you have with the team going forward. So it's pretty good. I want what's best to shout out to me. I want notice. I'm a direct Dolphins fan. Where do you go, Keith? I don't know what I'm assuming I know what you tried to say, but there you go. But How Funny says, who gets the first Dolphins touchdown of 2021? Well, it won't be Will Fuller because he is suspended game one. I'm gonna say like Devontae Parker or Mike Gesicki. Look at this guy. Look at James hooking me up right now. Telling me my Mets are up 4-0 right now on the Braves. Where's my Brave fans out? Huh? This is a big game. Bottom of the fifth. Mets are up 4-0. You guys probably like, I don't give a crap. Well, he's doing good. He's sleeping right now. Everyone's sleeping. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I've said since before the draft, Wilson is gone at wide receiver and highly possible. Grant, your take after the draft. I'd like to see Albert Wilson stay on. I just like the way he like his play style fits really well with Tua. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know who's the odd man out. We have a lot of good depth at the wide receiver position. Doug, what games you going to this year? I'm going to the Jets at MetLife and the Texans game. Well, Michael, you might see me at both because I'm definitely going to the Jets game at MetLife, and I think I'm going to the Texans game. I think that might be the game we're leaning towards. You might see me at both. Can you make a breakdown video of our current wide receivers? Hammer, I already got that one up there for you. It's the camp battles of the wide receivers. And I think I also made a video talking about how crowded the room is. I need to watch Wrath of Man. I'll have to check that out. Thank you for the suggestion. Light Gaming, Doug, how does the Miami Dolphins pay all their wide receivers? Very cheaply. Very, very cheaply. Let me show you. That's how they pay them. Very cheap. I'll pull it up right now. Don't you love ads that just pop up all over the place? All right. Let's share the screen. There we go. So you can see, right? Most expensive wide receiver we have right now is Will Fuller. He's making $10 million, right? Then you have Albert Wilson. He's making only $5 million. Devontae Parker's $12 million. So Parker and Will Fuller are our top paid wide receivers at $12 and $10 million. And like I said, Albert Wilson's getting 5. Waddle is getting 4. Jakeem Grant is getting like 5. And then Jakeem Grant's getting about 4.5. Then you look at Allen Hurns, he's only getting $2 million. You look at Robert Foster is only getting $1 million. Mac Hollins is barely getting $1 million. Where's these other receivers? Preston Williams is barely getting $1 million. I know we got more wide receivers than that. Kyle Oxley is getting $600,000. Kirk Merritt, $600,000. So like all these wide receivers are barely getting any money. Look at all these ads. So that's why. Don't you like this new setup? I'm gonna use StreamYard more because I can do that. I could pop that stuff up. You guys ask me a question. Let's see if I can answer it that way. Foster's interesting if he shows out in camp. I could see him making it. His speed is definitely what can help him. But I got a question for you guys. What is the best way to make an NFL team? First one to answer it gets the credit. What is the best way to make an NFL team? Let's see if you guys know. What is the best way to make an NFL team. You got it, MJS. He was the first one to say it. Special teams. Special teams. If you want to try to make vodka, someone said vodka. Special teams. If you want to try to make the team, you've seen it all over Hard Knocks, become best friends with the special teams coach. Just best friends. Special teams. You'd be a gunner, you'd be a returner, you'd be whatever. Special teams. Right now, Madden has us at 80 overall after all the acquisitions. What do you think we will be? We never really have the respect of the media and all that stuff, so we'll see. We'll see. Sean West says, please share and subscribe, like, and comment your Dolphins questions. Patreon, PayPal support for more behind the scenes plus Discard. Oh yeah, Kashan is Kenshawn, sorry, I pronounced your name wrong, is one of my Patreons. So he sees a little behind the scenes stuff, like the tour of the office and all that cool stuff. Once a team changes its uniform logo and or colors, it must remain intact for at least 5 years. Yes, you're 100%, Bill. 100% correct. But the last time the Dolphins changed their logo and stuff, I moved my mouse over my logo. But the last time they moved, they did the logo, I think it was over 5 years. They added the orange to the outside of their numbers. They might be due. Dakota, my day's going good. Thank you for asking. I'm trying to fix my creaky stairs. I used liquid nail. That didn't really work. So now I have to put some reinforcement in the stairs. 2018. Thank you. I have to put some reinforcement in the stairs. That's my next thing I'm going to do. We're using the right blueprint now, building through the draft, sprinkle in with good character veterans. Yes. It's Flores. Flores is doing his Flores thing. So, that's just keep building the way you're building it. That's how you do it. Have we signed all of our drafts? No. I think we still have the 4 that need to be signed, which is Jalen Waddle signed. Jalen Phillips has to sign. Javon Holland has to sign. Liam Eichenberg has to sign. And Hunter Long has to sign. Other than that, everyone else signed. Are you nervous or excited for June 2nd for post June 1st? I'm excited. I want to see some things happen. I'm really excited for that. Does Doug, how is Miami not in the Hard Knocks this year? I feel like we should, just because of how Miami's built. Because they try to get a different team in every year. And for a fact, Brian Flores doesn't want anyone to know anything about anything when it comes to this team. What do you think about Colts versus Dolphins in AFC Championship? I hope it's like the last time the Colts faced the Dolphins in the playoffs and the Dolphins ended up winning that game. It would be nice to get Jones from Atlanta. It's going to cost you a lot money-wise, and it's going to cost you a lot. It's not going to cost you a lot pick-wise, but you got to take on his cap hit. It's going to be a lot. Doug, I have a question. What is the answer? Is there an answer to the question? Check your email box. What? I'll check it. Not right now, but I'll check it. You just confused the crap out of me. Can you read last? Update on Ingram. Melvin Ingram, there is no update, Simon. We're all dying for an update, but there is none. What big player do you think we will lose in the next couple years? Xavier Howard, unfortunately. That's about it. I think Xavier Howard is the only one that we're probably going to lose sooner rather than later. I don't want to. You guys know I don't want to, but yeah. Drink music with the $5 donation. I almost said no-dation because I'm dyslexic. How do you think McKinney is going to work out in this defense? I think, first off, fantastic question. Second off, thank you for the donation. I think it's going to work out really well. I like his versatility, and he's really going to help the Mike position. One of you guys asked me what was the Mike position. It's another name for the middle linebacker position, and a lot of times, Nizzle, thank you for the $5 donation. But if you have a question, let me know. I'll pop it up. The quarterback always points out the Mike, so you know, like, kind of where the center of the defense is and who's calling the plays. There was a hair in my face, so there's that. Thanks for the 20% off on Patch Vibes. No problem, Nizzle. If you guys want to get any cool Patch Vibe stuff, use my promo code DDW. You get yourself 20% off. What grade, 1 out of 5, would you give the Javon Holland pick? What, 1 being good, 5 being good? Justin, which end of the spectrum? Like, which way is it going? You know what I'm saying? 1 being good or 5 being good? Let me know, and I'll answer that right away. I'd rather have Justin Houston over Ingram. Melvin Ingram fits the Dolphins defense better than Justin Houston. We don't need Jones. People sleep on Byron Jones. He had a pretty good year last year. Let me pull up my PFF for all these questions, because I know we're going to have a bunch of questions when it comes to players. 5 being good. Javon Holland, I'm 4. Borderline 5. I absolutely love the Javon Holland pick. The more I'm seeing his playing, the 5 being good, 1 being worst. 5, 4.5. I don't want to get myself so hyped up for it, but the Javon Holland pick, I absolutely love the Javon Holland pick. He had first round grades on so many people's boards, and I'm not talking on, like, you know, PFF board or whatever. I'm talking like NFL teams boards. He had first round grades on that. Why Holland isn't signed yet? I don't know. There's like semantics to that type of stuff, because there's a wage scale for the rookies, so they should just sign it. But yeah, I don't know. No, Barry, not yet. They'll probably wait, to be honest with you. I said this on Femaniacs podcast with Savak last night, which is out now. Fantastic. If you haven't listened to it yet, it was hilarious. If you ever want to hear me uncensored, go listen to that podcast. I was very uncensored, and I had a very fun time. I see them making moves for certain vets, and I see a lot of teams making moves for certain vets either after June 1st or around camp time, when you really see like mandatory mini camps and stuff, where you see like, all right, we need help in this area. Let's add these areas. Who will have more touchdowns by the end of the season? Waddle, Fuller, Parker, or Gesicki? I'm going to say Waddle, because Waddle is that type of receiver that is going to make something out of nothing. So, yeah. Doug, how long till we trade or pick up a running back? Is the current running back core good enough? I think the Dolphins think the current running back core is good enough, but don't be surprised. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, no, don't be surprised if the Dolphins sign Le'Veon Bell. Now, not to a lot of money. And I know some people are upset. They think he's a locker room cancer. But the Dolphins already kind of went after him one time, and I could see that as a possibility of potentially bringing him in. But like I said, it's the same situation. The assignment said no just now. It's the same situation kind of with the Melvin Ingram situation, where they probably want to see what they have before they make that move. Dawson said trade for Kareem Hunt. I don't think they're going to trade much anymore. What did Burgess say? Do you have a lucky piece of Dolphin gear you wear on game day? I do not. What I do is I just find something that I feel like wearing, and if they win that day, I wear it again. And if they win again, then I'm like that 5-day stint, that 5-game stint where the Dolphins started winning a bunch of games. I wore the same shirt because I was like, it's working. It's working. You want to see the Dolphins face the Brownies? Yeah, I'd love to see the Dolphins face the Browns. I think that would be a very good game. Who has over 1,000 receiving yards this season for the Fins? I hope anybody has 1,000 receiving yards, but Will Fuller. I think Will Fuller is going to have 1,000 yards receiving. What second-year player do you expect to show the most improvement other than Tua? Second-year player that's going to show the most improvement. Austin Jackson. I think he'll show a ton of improvement. I think the offensive line is going to show a ton of improvement. I think Austin Jackson, Solomon Kinley, Robert Hunt, now that he's the right guard, I think he'll show a ton of improvement. I'm trying to think of other rookies that we took that. Strawbridge. Don't be surprised if Strawbridge starts to play a lot more. Hey, you never know. Maybe Garrett Dokes could end up being better compared to Najee. That is a possibility. There's a lot of later drafted running backs that ended up being better than the higher ones. So Noah Igbenogany, yeah. But the reason I didn't say Noah taking the second step, because I see all you guys say Noah in the comment section, is because he needs to get on the field, and I'm not saying he's not good enough to get on the field. I'm saying the people in front of him are better than him, Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, and he'd have to really learn the slot corner position, which is kind of a new realm of possibility for him. So yeah. Also, Raekwon Davis, I think he takes another big jump in the second year. Brandon Jones, I think Javon Holland is going to take his spot. I think Brandon Jones is gonna. He might fade into the background. So that's why I didn't say him. If you had a time machine and you can make the pick, would you go Herbert or Tua? The jury's out. And you might say the only reason you're saying that is because you're a Dolphins fan. No, I honestly think the jury's out on those three quarterbacks right now. You can't really go off of what they're going to be off of a pandemic season, because say Justin Herbert takes off and the other two quarterbacks fall to the wayside, that's a great possibility. Say Justin Herbert gets injured, say he has a traumatic knee injury, aka Robert Griffin III, who won Rookie of the Year his rookie year, and all of a sudden he disappears. Say, people forget that when my brain is shutting off. Justin Herbert had an absolutely fantastic rookie year. He won Rookie of the Year because of his rookie year. It was really good. But the kid threw for 595 times. You're going to throw for 4,000 yards when you're throwing 595 times. What people like to forget, right? They look at the stats. They look at I'll pull up his stats. They look at his stats. And they see all this. Oh, look, he threw for all these yards and all that stuff. But people forget that he struggled hard against the AFC East. Obviously not the Jets, but he struggled hard against the AFC East. The Dolphins absolutely got in this kid's head. Absolutely got in this kid's head. And to the point where for a whole drive, they had to run the ball because they were afraid he was going to turn the ball over. The Patriots game, that was a complete butt whooping. The Bills game, that was a complete butt whooping. Does that take away from his, offensive rookie of the year? No. Fantastic. Like I keep saying, fantastic rookie year. But it's 1 year. Peyton Manning had an absolutely horrid rookie year. And look how he ended up. We'll see. Joe Burrow may never come back to being a good quarterback after that horrific knee injury. What if he falls off? So I don't know. So to ask me go back and would you take Tua or Herbert? I don't know yet. Ask me that in another year. Ask me that after this year. How about that? I'll do another live stream, end of the year live stream, and ask me again. Ask me, would you, take Herbert, go back and take Herbert? And then I'll answer your question. If that makes any sense. How do you think Tim Tebow will do? I think he'll do fantastic. I think he'll do great as a tight end. I didn't like him as a quarterback. Again, I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying that. I don't like him as a quarterback. I think he had an absolute horrible throwing motion. Would I take Justin Herbert right now? No. You're just a Tua lover. I'm not a Tua lover. I like Tua, and I want to see what he can do. Again, we don't know. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Time to get the party started. Not would you, but do you think that in the next 5 years, Miami switches back to the OG logo and unis? I think they'll change the logo up. Now, will they go back? I don't know, but I do think they'll change the logo up. As of right now, what's your final prediction for the AFC East? Lamar has put me on the spot. This is going to change. Just so you guys know, I will be doing my record predictions, I think the Tuesday before the season starts. I think it'll be Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets again. And I think the Dolphins make the playoffs. Bills are a good team. As much as I hate the Bills, I'm a Dolphins fan. I hate the Bills, the Jets, the Patriots. Gotta give them credit. They're a good team. And if we can't stop Justin Herbert, if we can't stop Josh Allen, it's going to be another long season. Do I see Tua throwing over 3,000 yards? Yes, I do. Easy. I think he throws for like 3,500, 3,200, give or take. The current logo is trash. This is my favorite logo. This one right here. This is my favorite logo. Rate our cornerback duos versus the league. That's going to take me a minute. When I get to the corner breakdown, I'll do that. Chris, where's my mods at? Chris. Yeah, I already did it, Jeff. What is your? Oh, I missed one. What is your record prediction? I think we'll win 11 games, but this is just off the top of my dome. I will. I'll have that, like I said, the Tuesday before this season starts. Don't worry about it, Vic. Drive safely. Listen to my voice. Don't look at it though. You're doing a beautiful job driving down the road. Hope you had a nice day at work. I'm assuming you're coming home from work. Just enjoy the show with your ears. Don't look at the screen. Ron says Tua 4,300, 32 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That'd be fantastic, but I don't know. Have you ever had a pub sub? No, I've not. 12-5, Yippers at a light. Do you rank Jacoby Brissett above any rookie from last year? In quarterback wise? No. I keep clicking on the wrong one. Doug, an aquarium in the background would be a bowler. It would, but then I'd have to take care of it. And I have to take care of a small child. So to do that, it would be an absolute nightmare. I'll take a few more questions for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to send the link. I will send the link, and we will chat it up. Publix bread be hard, no pubs up. A Super Bowl in 2022 season. I got to see what is going on this year before I could say that. If you could change something in the past season, what would it be? I would change the Broncos game. And it's funny, Simon, it's a very good question. It's funny that a lot of people ask that question and they instantly go to like the Broncos game. If I could change anything, I would change the Seattle game and the first Bills game. Those two were kind of, thank you so much for the $1.50 donation, but I really appreciate it. The Seattle game, we should have won that Seattle Seahawks game. We should have won that game. You kicked so many field goals. You should have scored a touchdown. Like, the offense was just stagnant there. Like, it just showed that Tua wasn't ready to start that Seattle's game. Wait, was Tua the quarterback for the Seattle's game when the offense was struggling? I'm confused. In the comment section, guys, was Tua the quarterback when we couldn't score a touchdown against Seattle, one of the worst defenses all season? But I thought the reason that our offense was so stagnant was because Tua didn't know the playbook well enough. Am I mistaken? I like just jabbing at some people. Just jabbing at some people. But it would be the Seattle game. I would like to score a touchdown. Also, I would like to not give up a touchdown before the half, and I think we could win that game. And that Bills game was very close to winnable. The offense was actually doing really well against the Bills. It was the defense that was struggling. So those two games. The Broncos game, it was just an all-around bad game for the entire team. The defense was doing their thing here and there, but the offensive line was garbage. Tua was out of his element, just in his head too much. The wide receivers. It was the whole offense in the Broncos game. You can't really, you could pinpoint it. It was Tua's fault. Fitz comes in, throws an interception. So it's like the whole team. Iggy lost the Seattle game. I don't think. Yeah, I guess you could say that. But your first ever game, right? Again, you get 2 weeks to get ready for the season. It's week 2. And then boom. Okay, cover Stephon Diggs. Paul with the $2 donation. Bruins versus Islanders. Who are you going to take? Go Bruins. I'll take Bruins for you. I don't watch hockey, fortunately. Let me check on my Mets. 6-1 right now. Mets are still up. Bottom of the 6th for anyone who cares. No iron team. Thank you, Dakota. Do you think the Sun Sentinel beat writers are setting up for failure in the PR department? I don't, Quentin. If you go back, they actually had some good articles about that. So I like to hear One Arm Bandit. Let's go, Mets. Exactly, Ron. In our hands, we had it. In our hands. What's up, Speedballer? How you doing, bud? Got another Mets fan in here. Let's go, Mets. It is the bottom of the 6th. So, just 3 more innings. Hold on for 3 more innings. What's your ideal running back pickup in free agency? This upcoming year or right now? Go Red Sox. I got a Red Sox fan in here. Oh, you like the Bruins, so it makes sense you like the Red Sox. My wife likes the Red Sox. As long as you don't like the Yankees, I'm good. I hate the Yankees. NFL Network is showing Buccaneers game with Fitz at quarterback. Was it 2018 when he had like the chest hair? Okay, let me throw in the chat. Come on in. Ask a question. Whatever you want to ask. Just don't be inappropriate. But come on in. Ask a question. And I'll answer it. And we'll get this ball rolling. Can you recall a more anticipated season in recent history than this one? 2017, not even 2017. 2017, we got hit with so many bad luck. Not really. I'm more anticipating I just want to see what Tua can do. I really want to see what Tua can do. What is the expectation for Tua this season for him to keep his job? For him to keep his job for next season, what kind of progression would he need this season? Good question, Chris. In all honesty, double your stats. Don't make any mistakes, and like trust yourself more. I want to see him doing things. You know what I'm saying? Audibling, checking at the line, doing all those things. I want to see that he's understood the playbook, because now everyone is going to be watching him with a microscope saying, well, he doesn't understand the playbook. Let's see what he can do. But let's bring in the first person. What's up, Paul? Can you hear me, bud?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, man?
I'm doing all right.
What's your question or statement or whatever you want to do? I think I lost Paul. Paul, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I was just
putting
in earbuds.
Oh, okay.
All right. So my big thing is, what do you think they're going to do with the linebackers this year and maybe 2 years down the road? Just because I don't know if we're going to keep Jerome Baker.
That's a very, very good question. That needs to be. I kind of wanted to address linebacker a little bit this year. If we could have gotten Mekhi Parsons, that would have been fantastic. But yeah, especially the middle linebacker area, because with the defense we run, those outside guys kind of are pass rushers. But yeah, they need to address that, because we have Roberts, we have McKinney, we have Baker. But like you were even saying, Baker seems to be like a one style linebacker. Do you have any linebackers that you see, or is it more just a question?
I was hoping we'd get more out of Landon Roberts, but you can't really fault him for having that injury. And then second round, I was hoping we got Jeremiah instead of Javon. I know you like him, but I like the idea of signing Malik cheap.
Yeah, that's what when they brought him in, they teased me with that. I don't know why they didn't sign him, but Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah fell all the way to the 5th to the Browns. There was why did he fall all the way down there? Like,
I think it's because it came out he had like a heart problem.
Really? Well, that makes tons of sense. Dolphin, and then Long is going to be a fantastic tight end for us, but take him instead of taking freaking Long there. There was more options there. But Paul, thank you so much for the question, bud. Is there anything else you want to ask or say? I think I lost Paul. All right, Paul. Can you hear me, Paul? I'm going to let you go, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for the question. It was a very good question. Let's bring in Corey. Corey, what's up, bud?
What's going on, buddy?
You got any questions, comments, concerns?
Man, I'm just tired of people talking about my Tua, man. Man, I'm a diehard Dolphin fan, and I think Tua's he's going to be off the hook this year. Watch. He's going to show him, man. He's a humble guy, and I like how they talk about him, because that's not going to do nothing but build our team up. Go Dolphins, and that's all I got to say.
Now, I agree, 100% agree with you. I think that everything that the media and everyone's saying is going to put a fire under his butt. What is your thoughts about what he said? Do you think he got a little too comfortable and too, I guess you could say, open with the media? Like, you think he should have kept it hush hush, that he didn't really know the playbook that well?
Well, no, I don't think so. I think honesty is the best policy. He was just being honest about, his first year. And we ought to give him a shot. Just fans need to relax and just wait and see.
Yeah.
But I really think, though, if he don't work out, man, I think they're going to get the old man. They probably going to get Tom Brady, man, to win a Super Bowl, man. I'm telling you.
Corey, come on, man. Well, I appreciate that, bud, and I'm pretty sure a good majority of us are going to be rooting for Tua. I'm the type of guy who likes the underdog story, and once he got that hip injury, it seemed like there's your underdog story. Everyone and their mother is like, oh, he's injury prone, he's too small, this and that. So we're all rooting for him, not only because even if he was say he was the Browns quarterback, I'd be rooting for him, because it's leave the kid alone.
He's a good guy, man, and
exactly.
I like Tua, man. I think we're gonna be all right, man. We just out there get enough patience, man. We Dolphin fans. We had enough patience with all these different quarterbacks and different players and personnel, and it just, it's like every year I talk to certain Dolphin people, they be like, "Oh Lord, here we go." I say, "No, man, just relax."
I don't blame them, to be honest with you. I got my dad's friends are like that, where it's like one little thing happens and it's like, this is it, we're gonna lose the game. And it's like, I get it. It's been like 20, 30 years for them of just that downward spiral. So I totally get it. Well, Corey,
right,
thank you so much for the question, bud.
Yes, sir. Nice talking with you, man.
You too, man.
Peace.
All right, let's bring in Valen. What is up, bud?
Hey, what's up, Doug? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just hanging out. What's up with you?
Oh, nothing much. Just relaxing, getting ready for work here in a couple days. I did have one question for you. Do you think that the focus on Miami not drafting or picking up a big splashy running back is way more out of control than it should be? Like, I watched a lot of tape on Gaskin and Ahmed last season. These guys were breaking tackles, 2-3 tackles on a play from 2 to 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Could it be that just improving our own line could make them 4 to 5 yard carry backs at a, per play?
Yeah, I honestly think that Flores and Greer have watched these guys practice, have watched these guys day in and day out, so they see stuff that we don't see. But there was a ton of games where Gaskin was doing things and making plays. If not for his touchdown run against the Raiders, we don't win that game. Fitz threw a 5-yard pass, and then Gaskins took it the rest of the way down the field. So people really underestimate what these guys can do. And then like Dokes and then Scarlett and all these other guys we brought in, it's going to be interesting to see. But I honestly think that if they're uncomfortable with it, they'll make a move, because I think there's some running backs out there. Is there any running back out there that you would be in? Like, I talk about Le'Veon Bell and everyone keeps saying no. Would you be upset if the Dolphins brought in Le'Veon Bell?
I would. It'd be weird for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, on one hand, I've been a Dolphins fan my whole life, and I'm really used to anytime we make a flashy signing, I hate to say this as a fan, but that's usually a sign the career's going down the gut. I love my team. I love, everything about them, but like, I've been disappointed a lot more than I've been, thrilled with stuff like that. Like, look at Ndamukong Suh. He's doing great now, but when he was with us, he had his moments, but Le'Veon Bell seems like the only one out there that I would genuinely say, without a doubt, is going to come into our building and perform better than Gaskin or Ahmed, or for that matter, even Laird. Like, a lot of people, I actually seem to agree with a lot of people on the Malcolm Brown signing. I don't personally see Brown doing better than Laird or Ahmed. To me, he's just a camp monkey.
Yeah. He's going to be that short yardage goal line. And I think the reason they brought in Malcolm Brown, or that's his name, right?
Yeah.
The reason they brought him in is because once we got into the red zone, we struggled getting into the end zone. So that's what he comes in for. We had Jordan Howard where we were paying him too much to just be that.
Goodness.
Now we have Brown, who we're paying $1 million for this year to just be, third and short and goal line. We need to get the ball
real quick. What was just kind of funny to me? Watching Howard on our team was so infuriating to me, not with the team or the coaches, but one of my favorite games in recent history was our overtime win against the Chicago Bears when they had the lethal Jordan Howard, Tyreek Cohen, I believe is how you pronounce his name, that 1-2 punch. And I was so excited when we got him, because I was like, Howard's going to be the power back. Gaskin and Ahmed, maybe Laird will compete for that elusive, spot. But are we doing this? Are we actually reinstating the run game? And then I saw him come out there. I'm like, did he age a decade in an off season? Like, no disrespect to the guy. I know being a professional athlete is not easy. I get that.
Yeah.
But like, from seeing him in Chicago, I had one of the few times in recent history I actually had somewhat of an expectation for a player, and I was just like, dang.
Yeah. Well, Valen, thank you for the great question, bud.
Oh, not a problem. Thanks for having me on. Much love to you, the family, and of course, Hank.
All right, bud. All right, let's get my guy Trey in here. What's up, Trey?
Hey, what's going on? I think I've been on the channel before.
Yes, you
That
definitely
was
have.
it.
I do remember.
That Seahawks game, yeah. Nice to be back on again. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So, what do you got to say? You got a question, comment?
Yeah, I had a comment about the draft. What do you think of that fifth round trade that we did for the fourth round next year? I don't think you talked about that much.
We didn't, and that's a very good question. It was surprising because I remember, we didn't have a pick for a very, very, very long time. So everyone's sitting around on day 3, sitting around. All of a sudden, here's the 5th pick, and there goes the 5th pick. We don't have it anymore. I think that, in all honesty, the reason that the Dolphins did that is, one, it was probably cap space. They probably saw who was on the board and was thinking to themselves, we don't really need any of these players, or we're good with whoever we want in the 7th round. So let's save the cap space. Let's save the room, because they had a full locker room to the point where if they only brought in 4 or 5 undrafted free agents versus last year, they brought in way more. And they probably just looking towards the future like usual. I think that's the biggest thing, but that's a very good question. And I honestly forgot that they traded their 5th away for next year's 4th. That's a very good question.
Because I think that was a pretty good trade for them. They upgrade their pick.
Yeah, 100%.
4th is better than the 5th. And I always had a question because, I'm a recent Dolphins fan. Well, not recent, but I'd probably say it 2 years ago. But I don't really understand the flack about the new logo.
I don't like. All right, so we got this one here. This is the new one. This is the one I like. And then you got the old school one, which is right here, right? So you got these 3 logos. I get what you're saying, right? It's not bad, but it's like, where are you going? And it looks like toothpaste. This is my favorite one. This one seems more like, people call it cartoony, but to me it's more angry, I guess you could say. And this is just nostalgic, but this one is just looks like toothpaste.
Because everybody's like, it looks like a whale, and I'm like, dolphins are pretty similar to whales,
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
all right, Trey, thank you so much for stopping by, bud.
No worries. Have a good one.
You too. All right, let's get John Boy in here. John Boy, what's up, bud?
Hey, Doug. This is your #1 British fan calling in.
How are you still up?
I know. It's 2:45 nearly here over in the UK. And I was saying to you on Twitter earlier, Olive Grove John, that I would jump in and if I was still up and join your vlog. And so here I am.
I appreciate it very much. I'm surprised you're still up.
I know, man. I'm
not worth
it. My question to you, Doug, is bearing in mind the life of a quarterback, looking at Tua Tagovailoa, I want to know what you think, where his career will be with us, and where the Dolphins will be in 2 years' time, which will be year 3 for Tagovailoa.
That's a fantastic question, because that is how long they're going to give him. In my personal opinion, I think they'll give him this year, and I think they'll give him next year, because in 2023 they have those 2 first-round picks, which sets them up perfectly to get the quarterback if Tua doesn't pan out. So me liking Tua and me hoping for his success, I'm hoping this year he turns it up. We win 11 games. He has a fantastic season. And then next year, it's even better for him. And he's just in this groove of just constantly being the Tua of Alabama, but now in the pros. So when year 3 comes, they use those 2 firsts to do whatever else. They don't need a quarterback. So if I had to predict it, I would love for him to be like a top quarterback and a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. But it's a win-win for the Dolphins. See what this kid can do for the next 2 years. Worst case, they, get the guy they need with those 2 first, or they got Tua. I think it's a win-win.
Yep, I agree, Doug. And I think the front office have supported Tagovailoa in the offensive line additions. I know there's a little bit of a question mark about have they supported him with the running back game? Have they really brought in a guy either in the draft? Because I know we were thinking for a long time, we were thinking Najee Harris was on our list. He was on the Dolphins board. Maybe we was going to draft him, but we didn't draft him. And the next time we looked at the running back was right down in round 7, Garrett Dokes, which shocked and surprised most Dolphins fans, I would imagine, because you know a running back in round 7 is really a massive gamble, and you're just hoping that you're gonna strike gold on someone like a Tom Brady in round 6, a running back in round 7. Are you really gonna get? It's very much a raw talent, and it's can you harness Dokes and get him into the OTAs? Will he make the roster come the start of the season? It's really, really difficult to say. So, what do you think, Doug? What do you think this Garrett Dokes can step up? Do you think Myles Gaskin can be the guy? How long into the season do we go before we realize if the running game struggles? Do you think we look at a free agent? Do you think we make a trade?
I think Garrett Dokes has nothing to lose, kind of like Myles Gaskin did. Because if you remember, Myles Gaskin was also a 7th round pick, so you don't have much to lose. Just go out there and play your hardest, and you're on an uphill battle. So you've got this chip on your shoulder. People think that you're a 7th round pick, you're nothing. So I could see him doing well, and I can see him surprising a lot of people and making this running back group better, because Myles Gaskin didn't do too bad last year. Same thing with Savon Ahmed. Patrick Laird, we'll see what he does. He was only really brought in to be, pass blocker, because that's when it was 3rd and whatever. All of a sudden, Patrick Laird was in there. You're like, well, they ain't running the ball because he's going to stay in and block and then go out if he needed to. So yeah, and if not, you look at next year. You look at the running backs next year. But I say that every friggin' year, because last year I said, we didn't get J.K. Dobbins. Maybe we'll get it next year. And then this year I got my heart broken. So I'm going to stop saying it.
Just going to say, Doug, as well, you make a really good point there, because for two drafts running, 2 successive drafts, we have been jumped by another team for a running back. Mm-hmm. Baltimore jumped in front of us and took J.K. Dobbins. Mm-hmm. And then we got jumped on the guy from North Carolina. I forgot his name now, but we...
Javonte Williams, we really wanted.
Denver jumped us for Javonte Williams as well.
They didn't need a running back.
Yeah, they got, they still got Philip
Melvin
Lindsay.
Gordon in there. What the hell,
Melvin
man?
Gordon, they let Philip Lindsay go, but it's like 2 seasons running where we were sat right there, and then another team came in at the last minute and said, we'll take that running back, and we're like, whoa, hang on a minute,
Yeah. What? John Boy, thank you so much. Go to sleep, bud.
Thank you, man. Appreciate your work, and keep doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate it.
That, bud. All right, real quick, I just want to share something with you guys, and it's something important that I want to share with you guys. But the Mets are up 11-1. Just want to share this with you guys real quick. The Mets right now are up 11-1 on the Braves. Just want to share it with you real quick. Let's go, Mets. All right. Sorry. Let me get you Dotis in here. What's up, bud? I hope you're not a Braves fan.
Dougie. No.
Okay, good.
Not a Braves fan.
You're like, screw you, man.
Imagine that'd be a pretty big coincidence.
What's up?
Let's see. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Tua's comments? Is that interesting?
Whatever you want to throw at me.
Yeah, I have a slightly different take than a bunch of other people. one of the perspectives that I haven't really seen people bring up is, Tua's not going to say anything bad about anyone. Like, no one would do that, not just Tua himself. So, like, I live in New York, and we have, oh, you're in New Jersey, right? Do you get the Michael K show where you are?
I probably do, but I
ESPN
probably don't
radio.
watch it.
Well, yeah, it's a radio show, and every week
Okay.
Sam Darnold had a spot on it, like a weekly spot.
Okay.
After a game, and they'd interview him. And for the whole 2 years that Adam Gase was there, Sam Darnold never said one bad word about Adam Gase. He always said good things about him. He always blamed himself, and that's just typically what a good teammate does,
Mhm.
And I understand Chan Gailey's gone, but still, you're not going to do that, especially when he left technically retired and didn't get fired. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So the other thing is that I don't think, people are saying Tua is just being honest, but I don't see it that way. I feel like Tua is the opposite. I see him as really disingenuous. I see him as someone who he knows what the right thing is to say, and he'll always say that. And so he'll take true things, but he'll push them to a point where it's like the answer that a typical good guy would give. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So he goes out there and he says something like, oh, what I'm saying is it's all on me. It was all my fault, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying that the stuff he said wasn't entirely true, but I'm saying it's only partly true. So he says something like, I didn't know the playbook really, really good.
Mhm.
And I don't think that's that true. I don't think he didn't know the playbook. I think what he tried to say, and I think he's a bit inarticulate, is I didn't know it to a high enough level to be able to do the things that I needed to do. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And did
Yeah.
you see his the documentary that Fox Sports did on him last year?
I haven't watched it yet, but I really want to, and I can't find it anywhere.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on here. I was able to find it online free, so there is ways to do it if you want to watch it for free. But
email me.
Okay. They were talking to him about the national championship game when he was a freshman that he got put into.
Mhm.
In the documentary, he said to his offensive coordinator, I don't know all the plays, but just call them and I'll try to make them work. Literally, in that game, in the national championship game, he said the same thing basically that he said the other day in the interview. And what did he do the next year? Had one of the greatest seasons a quarterback has ever had in college football. So he is totally capable of understanding a playbook to a high level. I think he just takes a little time for him to get the high level. Yeah, right? I just think it takes him a little while to get to the high level understanding. But this isn't a matter of, he just made a gaffe and came out and was a little too honest. This is just a matter of someone trying to be a good teammate, trying to say the right thing, and it came out a little clunky. And I don't do you honestly think Tua puts it all on him deep down? No, of course not. Of course he, has some blame to go around. And I think, of course, he didn't like Chan Gailey as the offensive coordinator. And I think that's perfectly clear from what he said. And no, it comes off super disingenuous to interpret it any other way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't know. I think that it just felt like such a non-story to me that it comes it's why are you struggling so hard?
Yeah, no, I agree, and
Go ahead.
People are going to take it, and I said this: he's damned if he does, and he damned if he doesn't. And people will take anything he says and turn it whatever way they want to. If you're a fan, you'll take it and say, oh, whatever. And if you hate the kid, you'll turn it and take it that he never knew the playbook, which we saw people say, and you saw, Colin Cowherd be like, and then he said his hip was 10 times better. No one asked. Literally, they asked him,
which they did. They
literally asked him, "How are you feeling? How is the hip?" So the kid, he is another one, kind of like I was saying with Dokes. Even though one is a 5th overall pick and the other is a 7th round pick, Tua coming into the draft before the hip injury was a can't miss, talent. Everyone was saying he's going to be the first overall pick. Look how great he is. After the hip injury, Dolphins shouldn't take him. Dolphins should take Justin Herbert. He's going to fall in this draft. Look at his hip. He's got injury prone, and all this stuff started piling on him. Gets drafted by the Dolphins. Doesn't play as well as people expected him to, or as well as people wanted him to, and he's a bust. So from the hip injury until now, he has had nothing but people crapping on him. So it's like he's let's go. I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm going to work out like crazy, get the biggest quads you've ever seen in your entire life. I'm going to be slinging that ball, and I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah, and one other thing from that documentary, his dad put a lot of pressure on him growing up.
I heard he's a righty, but he throws lefty because of his dad.
Yeah, but like there was this really weird opening scene where they do this like thing. It's like this little flashback scene with like this little kid actor and this dad on the beach, and he's like, when most people see the beach, they think of fun, they think of swimming. When I see the beach, I think of training and hard work. And then it comes in, his dad comes on, and he's talking about how he would take him to the beach only to train him, and he knew if there was time to go to the beach, it wasn't fun time, it was training time. Like his dad put a whole lot of pressure on him. And there was this whole thing where his grandpa prophesized him, where when you grow up, everyone's going to know our name. And there's this whole thing about Samoan culture and their name and how it's so important. I don't know. It's just a whole lot of family like pressure that he has on him. So I don't think it it makes it very clear that's what's important to him, his family and his acceptance for his family. And he doesn't care at all what anyone else thinks outside of that. Like as long as he's good with his family, everyone can hate him. Yeah, you can tell from. I mean, just watch it. Where's your email? Is it on your YouTube channel?
It's DouglieDoWrong at Gmail. Send me an email.
It's what?
It's my name at Gmail. DouglieDoWrong at gmail.com.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll email you. Oh, okay. But you just watch it when you have free time because you'll see what I mean. I got such a different perspective from him after watching it. Because at first I just thought of him as like, he's this nice guy, whatever. He'll say the right things. But he has like this other side of him where there's all this pressure from his family, and it's hard to explain. But whatever. Mm-hmm. I just want to let that out there because I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it like that.
Yeah, but I think it's a very good conversation. Thank you for stopping by, bud. I think I lost.
Yeah, man. I'll talk to you later.
I thought I lost you. All right, bud. I'll catch you later. All right, let's bring in Logan. Logan, can you hear me, bud?
What's up, Doug? How you doing?
Nice picture you got there of Tua.
Oh, I know. It's beautiful.
You gotta update it because his arms look much bigger than that picture.
I know, I got it for sure.
What's up, Logan?
What's up? I wanted to get your opinion on, because when we drafted Hunter Long, I totally wanted Quinn Miners along with you wanted him too. I was like so surprised at the time. Wait, what do you think's gonna happen with Gesicki? You think Long's like a placement if it's traded? Do you think Gesicki's gonna stay? What is your whole take on the tight end group right now? I just want to get your opinion on that.
I think Monday the tight end camp battle video is coming out, but I'll give you a little.
I'm interested in seeing that.
Give you a little teaser. I honestly think that he is Smythe's replacement.
Okay.
Because Hunter Long is that prototypical tight end that I kind of wanted when we took Gesicki, because Gesicki, he's the pass catcher. Smythe is a blocker, and Long is prototypical. And you have Shaheen, who's now also that prototypical. So I think what's going to happen is you'll probably see Durham Smythe not get re-signed, and they'll take whatever money they were going to give to Smythe and just put it into Gesicki's contract. Because that's what should have happened. I like Smythe. I think Smythe is a solid tight end, but you took two tight ends that do something that one of them could have done. So I honestly think that's what's going to happen.
Okay, all right. That's because I was interested because I've been hearing a lot on like Larry's channel and stuff that trade rumors for Gesicki. I'm not sure, but what if they do trade him? I'm just wondering, what do you think they would get?
They took him in the second.
Yeah.
It depends on what certain teams give value to the tight end position, and then what do they give his value, because Gesicki is a special breed of tight end. He's kind of like a Jimmy Graham. think, because Jimmy Graham wasn't fantastic at run blocking or blocking in general, but Jimmy Graham is that guy that you toss it up to him, he's going to get it.
Right.
So they probably would just get their second back. I don't see them getting a first round, maybe even like a third, and then maybe like a fifth and a third or something. But I think they'll probably get their second back. Interesting.
All right, that's nice because Gesicki, from my point of view, I would say he has to improve his route running, definitely his blocking, because his receiving is top tier. Because really good receiving tight end. But yeah, I was just interested in what you had to say on that and what Hunter Long would do. But yeah.
All right, Logan. Well, it was a good question because I completely, a lot of people ask that. What's going on? Because right now we have 5 tight ends and we have the undrafted guys and
basketball.
Yeah. Sithin Barton, I think his name is also a tight end / full. It's Monday's video. I'll fully break it down, but thank you for letting me put that little teaser in there. Appreciate that.
All right, I'll look at it Monday. All right, have a good night.
All right, bud. Now I want to bring in this guy. He's been sitting there for a minute, and I've watched him the whole time. He's looking good in his cut off shirt. He's been sitting there for a minute, waiting patiently. Zachariah.
How's it going, man?
I felt bad. You were like all the way at the back.
Oh, you're good, bro. I understand. You got like a long list of people you gotta get through.
What is up, bud? How you doing?
Man, I've been a fan of you since that tank season. Like I remember I would travel from college to my hometown, which is a 2-hour drive, and I just watch your videos. Listen to them, gotta drive safe. But yeah, man, I appreciate you taking the time. I actually sent you a shirt. Do you remember that? The Tua design?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the guy who sent the shirt, man. So
did you also send me this?
Yeah, the Don Shula sticker.
You still make this stuff?
Yeah, it's on Instagram. It's not the best drawings, so if you want to check that out,
because so many people have been asking for this stuff, and I'm so glad.
Dude, I got like so many of those Shula things. So if you want to like get together and do a giveaway or something,
please,
email
me your contact info, all your stuff. I want to get it out there because when I wear the Tua shirt, people are like, "Oh, where can I get that?" And when they see this sticker, they want it, dude.
I appreciate it, bro.
For everyone who was asking, this is the guy.
Thanks, man. Yeah. No, I just wanted to say what's up. And I had just a fun little question for you. So say the Dolphins make the Super Bowl this year, right? Everyone's going crazy. What would your perfect dream matchup be? Like what NFC team would you want to play in Super Bowl?
Now, I have multiple answers for this one.
Mm-hmm.
And multiple teams for this one. I'd like it to be, here's one, right? The Packers. My wife is a Packers fan. I think it would just be really cool. She doesn't really give a crap about football, so it's not like she'd be like, yeah, like we'd be going head to head. She would just be like, I want the Dolphins to win. I'd really like to see you cry. That whole situation. I'd like it to be Tampa Bay because screw Tom Brady, and I would love to beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. We would have never been able to do it before, but now I would love to beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. And then my last one that is unrelated to this stuff. Oh, it's such a good question. I'm like racking all the NFC teams in my head right now. The 49ers.
The Niners? Why is that? Oh.
Because screw the 49ers. Dan Marino should have had a Super Bowl. Right?
Yeah, you're right. I want to do the Cowboys, man. My mom's a Cowboys fan. She always brings up that first Super Bowl against us. So, that's my dream matchup. Beat Dak and Zeke and all those boys. Fitz with the Reds. Well, I'm just calling them Redskins. The Redskins take on the Dolphins again. It's we have a 1-1 record in the Super Bowl, so tiebreaker would be fun. Tua versus Fitz. That'd be a fun one this year.
But I'm honestly very happy you popped on because I kid you not, every time I wear that Tua shirt, we're gonna get that shirt, and I'm like, crap, what's his name? What's the name of it?
It's not the best drawings on Instagram. I have a little link for it's just a Teespring thing.
I
And
love
your
that it's
Teespring's
called
actually the way I found that site. So shout out to you.
I love that it's called Not the Best Drawings when they are so good.
Hey, I appreciate it. No, they're like, there's people that are way more talented. So it's just like, it's not the best, but it's all right, you know.
No, dude, they're so. If you can do one of me, I'll send you a picture.
Ooh, dude, I would be down.
It's not a naked one. Don't worry about it.
All right, hey, if you want to do a naked one, bro, I got you on that too.
If you could do one of me, and we'll do like a merch thing.
Yeah,
help me
bro.
out because my merch is getting stagnant. It's just the DDW logo. I want to get some new merch out there. You're gonna be my guy.
Get that nice red beard going, bro. It'd be nice.
Get this.
Sure.
I trimmed it recently. It's getting too hot for me to have a full beard.
Yeah, for the season, bro. Just grow it all the way out.
Oh yeah. When the Dolphins start winning, I think it's good luck, and I don't shave.
Yeah, that's smart.
I look like a big old patchy man.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
Yeah, dude. Email me. Let's get in contact. I'm gonna hook you up.
One thing, man.
Good.
Put some more respect on my boy Patrick Laird, bro. Patrick Laird is going to be Christian McCaffrey 2.0 and beyond.
I love in 2019, dude. Patrick Laird started showing what he could do.
Hey, end of the season, he actually had some nice like 3rd down and 10 like little catches out of the backfield and got first down. So I'm a big Patrick Laird fan. He's like he's the only player I actually like talk to consistently, and he's so cool, bro. So he's by far the person I like root for the most.
You actually talk to Patrick Laird?
Yeah, man. He follows my Instagram, so we talk, and he's
we need to have a conversation.
Yeah. Dude, I'm sure he'd come on the show for sure. He's a cool dude.
Email me.
All right.
Hit me up on Instagram. Send me a DM on Instagram. We'll talk through there because it'll be easier to just go back and forth.
Sounds good, bro. Sounds good.
Bud, I'll
Thanks for having me, fellas. Everyone in the chat. See you guys later.
All right, bud. So glad I got to talk to Zachariah. He was waiting for a minute. I completely forgot he was the one. Seriously, guys, if I don't have it's in my closet. If you ever see a video of me wearing the Tua shirt and these stickers, this is the Don Shula sticker. Zachariah does some really good work. We're going to hook this up. Khalib, what is up, bud?
What's up, Doug?
How you doing?
Good. Waiting for the season. Heat just got swept, so.
Yeah, I heard about that. How you doing? Are you a Heats fan?
Yeah, it's tough to watch, but ready for free agency, so.
I don't watch basketball, but how are the Knicks and the Nets doing? Are they doing all right still?
Knicks are 2-1 to Hawks, and Nets are 2-1 to Celtics.
Here, I just want to share something real quick. It's not for you, but it's just in general. The Mets are now winning 13-1. I know. I got
funny thing is, my brother's a Braves fan. My brother's a Braves fan. He's not happy about it.
Well, tell him that I said.
He's not happy.
This is like the fight for first place too, because
So,
they
Doug,
both got 24 wins. But anyway, sorry, I like completely derailed you. What's the question, bud?
So, Doug, I got a question. What free agent pickup will be the Emmanuel Ogbah of this year?
Oh, that's such a good. You guys are killing it with these questions. Will Fuller. I think Will Fuller is going to stay on the
That's
team.
what I was thinking.
I think he is going to have a fantastic year, and just they're going to keep him. And I think Will Fuller. I'm trying to think of anyone else that we brought in. There's no one else
Coleman.
Really that we brought in. Like maybe even McKinney.
Coleman at corner.
Yeah,
I mean,
I could see that.
It's on the short end for Nick Needham and Noah, but Justin Coleman could be one of the better slot corners in the league, like what we had in McCain.
That's a good question. Yeah, that was such a good question. You guys are killing with these questions. You're making me think too hard, and I look dumb on camera. You got another question? Well, you throw another one in there because he got swept.
Who's your favorite now Dolphin?
It's funny because people are gonna like when they watch my videos, boy, Tua. It's not Tua. I like Tua. He's a good kid. Right now, I love Xavier Howard. I'm more of an Xavier Howard stan.
Me too.
But Christian Wilkins, I want to hang out with him.
Ooh.
Like I'd really love to hang out with Christian Wilkins.
Seems like a fun player to be around.
Just don't jump over me. That's all I ask. Just
Don't be Brandon Jones.
right. Just stay there. Don't. He likes to jump. But Cleve, thank you for the good
'cause he's
question.
athletic.
Sorry about. Do you have a baseball team you like to watch or a hockey team?
I'm between Nationals and Marlins. Because I live in Virginia, that's why.
You're killing me here. Nationals and Marlins. You're killing me here. But well, one of the teams is going to do well for you. I know you're. I feel bad that the Heat got swept.
One
on
of
you,
them has to.
Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the
It's
two
fine.
very good questions.
I'm used to teams doing bad. Thank you.
Well, thank you for stopping by, bud.
Peace.
All right, I gotta bring in. He was driving.
Hey guys.
He was getting
Hey, guys.
home. He was like, I gotta get on the stream.
Got to get on. Got to get on.
What is up,
So,
Vic? How you doing, bud?
Hey, to reach out to that guy that did the caricature of Shula. Oh my God, how lucky is that for you to reach out? And he
I'm
reached
glad
you.
I completely
That's
forgot
great.
what his his drawing thing was called, but when he sent it to me, it was so good. I'm so happy.
No, he would do a great caricature of you. I'm just saying that would be great. To have that in your merch, or even put it on a shirt or something. Oh my God, that's great. Good idea.
It's gonna be good.
For
How you
sure.
doing? How was work today? I'm assuming you
I'm
were
good.
at work.
I'm good. I left the house at 7:10 this morning, and you saw what I was doing coming back, dude. I mean, I would work a long day. I work in Gainesville, Gator City,
Okay.
Gator Town. So I live about an hour and 10 minutes away from work. So that's my commute. So I listen to you guys. I listen to TD, Larry. That's my stuff every day, going and coming back for work. So
God,
that's why.
My dad's a
Larry,
truck driver, so-
Larry's on right now, but to get a chance to see you,
Yeah, I
you
didn't
don't
know
come
that.
on
I
very
feel
often.
bad. Rhino Sith told me that he was like, Larry does his every Saturday, and I was like,
Yeah.
I did not know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm stepping on his toes. I apologize.
Right.
So if Larry does eventually watch this, I apologize. I didn't mean to step on anyone's toes.
Well, the thing is that I can, I'd love to get on Larry, and I'll probably get on later tonight because he'll go 4 or 5 hours. Larry's hardcore. Larry's like, to do a full 4 or 5 hours, and that's during the day, at nighttime. I mean, he is hardcore. So I could give him, thumbs up to Larry. But you know what, dude? There's just to get a chance to be on you live. I knew that was a special because you don't do it very often.
No, yeah, that's why I felt bad that I picked the 2 Saturdays. Here, let's both answer this because Cap Life sent a $10 donation. He said, DDW, my guy, I have 2 questions. With the edge rushers now that we have Agba, AVG, Phillips, and if we do sign Ingram, won't that be hands down the best in the division? And why do you feel we can't beat Buffalo? I don't know if it'd be. Yeah, actually, I think it'd be best in the division. I think we'd have the best defensive front in the division. I didn't say I don't think we can't. I think it's going to be hard. I think with Buffalo facing Josh Allen is a feat in itself, and then you have Stephon Diggs. It's a hard feat. Now I think we'll split the series, but it's going to be hard. What do you think about that?
I think you talked about splitting. With our defense and as good as they were last year, with our tools and people we've added this year, and there's so many people. And you look at Vegas, you look at the media, it just kills me, just drives me nuts. Is that they're saying we're going to be worse, and then we have just stop. We're not getting worse than last year, guys. We're going to be better than last year. 12-5. You said 11-6. I get it. I understand. Last year I picked 10. So, I mean, I'm going to go back and pull the video. I've said 10 wins. But, guys, we're going to be better than last year. It's going to be a good time. Just stop. Defense is going to be 1, 2, 3, at the worst 3 or 4.
They said that last year. I think some people were saying we were going to be worse than the 2019 team.
Yeah. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Just, trust the process, trust flow. The question I was going to ask you, Doug, is because I didn't really have a question because I just like talking to you. We just, shoot the bull, whatever. But, do you think it's possible with the additions we have this year in the draft and in free agency for us to be worse than last year in our record?
No.
No.
I just don't. Who did we lose, right? Bobby McCain. We lost.
Which great. He's a great team player, but he was not a great talent.
Kyle Van Noy, Eric Flowers.
No, same thing. No.
it's not. There wasn't a drop in talent. There wasn't a drastic drop in talent. Yeah, Kyle Van Noy and Bobby McCain, great team players, team captains. They did help out.
Right.
But it wasn't such a drastic drop when we brought in the talent that we did.
No.
Because you think about it, right? Kyle Van Noy kind of got replaced by Phillips, right? Even though Phillips is more defensive end, not an outside linebacker, but he has the speed and the physicality for it. Bobby McCain got replaced by Javon Holland, who I think is a better safety.
Yes, agree.
And then you have Eric Flowers got replaced by either Solomon Kinley or Hunt, and then Hunt got replaced by Eckenberg. The team, in my eyes, did get better. That's why I gave them that one win off the top of my dome prediction, because I got to see what they do in the preseason.
Right. Now, you're going to go to the first game of the season before that starts and then pick your realistic guys. But, going on last year and what Flores did with people that he just – did, these guys, he knows how to pick unselfish players. He knows how to pick guys that want to be teams. That's why when you talk about picking people and then, there's no names, because we've talked about, all these players that are going to come in and help us out. But if they've been on other teams and been high dollar players and they want this limelight, that is not a Flores team. That is not the way it works.
Nope.
So you cannot expect those guys to fit into what we have. Now with Flores, I think he's a leader of men. He can say, look, you come in here, I'm going to give you the $1 million or $2 million, but you do what I say, not what you want to do. So I think he's willing enough to do that. Anybody who's been in management knows you have to get people to do what you want to do in certain ways. So you got to figure that out. And Flores is definitely that guy.
Yeah, 100%, Vic. 100%.
That was my question. Hey, so I think we're going to do 12. I think 12-5 is our record, and I think we do make the playoffs. I don't believe you with Buffalo. I don't think Buffalo I don't think Buffalo's going to beat us. I think we'll take the division. That's my record.
See, I'd rather be surprised than let down.
I know you. Get it. Been riding with you a while.
Last year, I thought we were going to beat Buffalo at home, and then when we did, I was very upset.
You got upset. I watched those videos, right? I remember.
I got hurt. It hurt a little bit because we
relax.
should have.
Relax. It's okay. We got it. It's okay. I remember
you
that.
say that, and then Nick Poverman is the one who's like, the game's over. I have the both of you, my yin and yang, through the live streams.
Yeah. Great times. Hey, this is about building memories and building the future. The past is behind us. So now we just got to look forward to the future. Tua's going to have a great year. I'm expecting 35. And you said, I think, 3,000, 3,200, top 35. I'm thinking 35 to 4,000. And like I said, I like recording this because you can go back next year and look at it. And I think he's gonna do well. I think he's not gonna throw that many interceptions. I think he's gonna throw some touchdowns. The tools that he needs are there. He's got to use them. It's up to him really to set his future and to make his legacy for the Dolphins. If he fails this year, it's on him. We gave him everything he needed. So 100%. I am not a Tua fan. I got his jersey because I support my team because he's my quarterback. But if he can't do it this year and he fails, then we're looking somewhere else, and it puts us 2-3 years behind. So, I'm not about getting a fancy quarterback. I'm not about getting somebody that's going to want high money. I want to grow our own like we do in business. I want to grow a guy that wants to be part of the team. Tua's the guy. So my faith's in Flores and all what they do.
100%, Vic. 100%. Well, thank you for stopping by.
I appreciate you, bud.
I'm gonna have you on more often. I feel bad.
Hey, buddy, anytime. I'm always available. It's gonna be late, but I know. See, my wife's a nurse too. My wife's a nurse like yours.
Yeah.
So she's home tonight. But a lot of times, she's ready for bed. She worked from 5 a.m. She got up, and then she got home at 7. And she works, the ICU, which we go through that.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been dealing with COVID for the last 12 months, 18 months. So. She's ready to be going to bed. So I'm available anytime, bud.
Awesome. Well, I'll hit you up, bud.
Hey, fins up.
All right, bud. All right. Look at all that Dolphin stuff.
Let's go. What's
Look at all that Dolphin stuff. What's up, brother?
Oh, it's doing good. It's doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Having fun. You guys are asking such fantastic questions. You're making my head hurt.
I have a question, and I have some things to talk about to you.
Good.
What if we're in the wild card, right? What's the 3 teams you want to face to order to go to the Super Bowl? If we're not in the wild card and somehow take first in the AFC, what's the 2 teams you want to take to go to the Super Bowl?
Again, you guys with these questions. All right, so if we're in the wild card, I'd like to go through Buffalo. Either we're wild, whatever. I'd like to go through Buffalo. I'd like to go through Kansas City.
I want to a little bit add something about that.
Mhm.
I think it's not just the defense who carried that game for the Kansas City. Tua did too. Like we wouldn't even score more touchdowns and make a comeback.
Yeah, and I get where people come from with that Kansas City game because we got the turnovers off of Patrick Mahomes. When you get those turnovers, you have to turn them into touchdowns if you want to beat him. We didn't. And again, we didn't. I'm not saying Tua didn't, and that's the thing that always bothers me. People say, "Well, Tua didn't score any touchdowns."
Yeah, Tua didn't.
Well, I forgot he plays all 11 positions on the field. But like I said, very good question. I would want to go just to simplify it, right? Regardless if we are wild card or the number 1 seed, I want to go through the best, and I don't want that easy. Okay, this team slid in like last year with the NFC team. I think there was like a 7-9 team, the Washington football team. I don't want to get the easy team. I would because then people will just say, "Oh, you just beat so and so, and you don't deserve to be here." Because no offense to the Bills fans, because I don't know if I have any of them in here. You beat the Browns. They didn't beat you beat the Colts. Colts are an okay team.
Yeah, they're an okay team.
And you lost to the Chiefs.
As a matter of fact, I gotta be real honest. Am I sad like not making the playoffs? Yes, but I'm kind of glad at the same time because I don't think Tua was ready for the playoffs yet, and we need to give him time for a rebuild. But hey, our defense has grown even more better. I'll take it. I trust Flores even more. Like Tua, I don't care. I trust Flores whatever he does.
Yeah, 100%.
And
you see the constant build of success, and that's why us Dolphin fans have that motto of trust the process. Look at what we trust the coach. We trust because they tore it down. Everyone said they're not gonna win a game. We won 5 games, and we beat some really good teams, and we put the nail in the coffin for the Patriots.
Yeah.
And last year, people were like, "Oh, they'll barely win 7 games." We won 10. So constant success. So, but they got to do it again, and now it's harder because you already won the 10 games. So you need to do better than that. But to help them out, they did add a game to the schedule. So win
it's
another
so
game.
funny because on my sports channel, I just finished making the video about if we're getting Deshaun Watson, and I'm going to give you opinions why I don't want Watson. I think he's also leaving the Texans because he's kind of been asked for a lot of money, and we don't have that much money for us. And if he does, then we might have our good players leave the Dolphins.
Got it. Yeah, and that was always my thing with getting Deshaun Watson. Right, Deshaun Watson's a top 5 quarterback in the league. Number 1 last year in yards and everything with a horrible team around him. To say bringing him in is going to make the team worse is just not true. But we have seen time and time again where they bring in quarterbacks, throw all this money at them, can't build around them, and then they don't do anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just annoying. I really have us going 12-5. I have us going 12-5. The only games we're going to lose, definitely not the Pats in week 1 because I think Cam's going to be the starting QB, not Mac Jones yet. But in the Patriots last week, if Flores said start Tua so we could beat the Patriots, so we're having them in the playoffs, then we're getting the W there. But if Flores doesn't say it, then I'll take a L right there. But yeah, the 5 teams I want to lose against is the Bills, Tampa, Ravens, and there was more. Yeah, Patriots is one of them, and Titans. Titans, I have a feeling we are going to beat them because their defense is kind of, but their offense are really good, and that's going to be tough. But it's just the defense ish.
Yeah, the last stretch of the season, people think is such the Dolphins have such a hard stretch those last 3 games.
Yeah,
Saints don't have Drew Brees anymore.
I said the same thing. Saints
what is so scary about them?
I'm not scared of the Saints, honestly. And
Sean Watson is going to be, Jameis Winston's going to be throwing interceptions left and right. I ain't afraid. He threw 30-something interceptions the last time he was the starter for a season.
Yeah, and I have, and for week 2, I'm sorry if I keep interrupting.
No, go ahead, man.
And I do not have Bills beating us in week 2 because I could tell that's our revenge game against them after missing the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Josh Allen's going to have a tough time beating our defense. But I really want to win the division so we can have a home playoff game so bad. Like, no playoff game at Miami. We're always like different cities. I want to go to the stadium so bad. I mean, I already been to the stadium. I'm just saying I want to go to the playoff game at the stadium.
That's why I want to go to the Ravens game, because I've been to the stadium multiple times. I've just never been to a night game.
Yeah.
Night game, you could sit wherever the hell you want in the stadium and not worry about getting sunburned. Whereas during the day, you got to be on that home side or you're going to be melted in your seat.
Yeah. But to close out my words, I really do trust Tua. He actually proved me, like, we went 10-6. Didn't know the playbook, but he was still able to take care of it. Sure, that Raiders game he didn't play well, but it still doesn't matter. It still doesn't matter, because I think we wouldn't even be able to beat the Cardinals or catch up against the Chiefs. And there's more about him. Like, you never know this guy. And it's too immediately to call him a bust because he barely played 9 games, and these people have the guts to call him a bust. Even Jalen Hurts, like, they barely play, and it makes me laugh a lot because I don't know why.
Well, but thank you so much for stopping by. You have a channel, right?
Yes, I do.
What is your channel? Plug it up.
JL Sports Talk. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, man. Be sure to go check him out and hit that subscribe button over there.
Thank you for the support.
No problem, bud. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, you too. Peace out.
Later. I got the last one in here. My man Sharif. What is up, bud?
How you doing?
How's it going?
I just want to say I'm ready for week 1, man. And look,
I like the
I'm not
color
putting it
on
on
jersey.
until week 1. I'm not putting it on until week 1. Hey, but I just wanna say, I appreciate you having this live for us to come on and spend time with you. Guys, you can jump into Discord just by joining the Patreon with Doug. So we also chop it up in there. But I want to touch on the Dolphins and how I feel, the state of the Dolphins. I'll get real quick. I think we look in the last 2 years with Flores and Greer, and I think we start to notice the personality of how they influx rookies and how they kind of get rid of the veterans. And when I look at the tight ends, the amount of tight ends we have, when I look at the amount of wide receivers we have, I see the same thing, right? Like they're getting ready to get rid of the Wakes or get rid of the Gottschalks, or even now you see the McCains, Brandon Jones, Javon Holland. Some of our fans didn't see it, but all of a sudden, poop, we don't need McCain because Javon Holland is in fact who we believe can take over. So I see more fans aligning of how, and I'm not saying Gesicki will be traded, but I'm seeing 8 tight ends, and I'm saying to myself, we're transitioning on, and we have to align ourselves with that and not be so much in love with the player. So I could see Gesicki going for a 3rd pick and a 5th, like you said. But also I'm getting used to my coach and how they do things, and I'm not mad at it. I'm just trusting the process, like you said. And so shout out to Flores and to Greer. And another thing I want to mention is a lot of it's been talked about this kid Tua, and I think what strikes me the most is they see his personality as being more Tebow-esque in terms of his belief system, his upbringing, his family upbringing, the way he takes quarterbacking on, and they're attacking that instead of attacking the actual play on the field. And so I don't know why people tend to attack people's spirituality. That's neither here nor there, but the kid is very graceful with it. we cannot deny that he's very graceful with his criticism. And a great trip once again, and that's all I wanted to share, man. But guys, get your Tua jerseys and wear them week 1. And I won't give my record because I didn't see a preseason game. So I at least want to see at least 3 preseason games.
There you go,
and then
man.
I'll make my then.
All right, Sharif. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, bud. Great insight, man.
All right, man. Take care.
Take care. God, you guys absolutely killed those questions, comments. Let me give you a little update. You want a little update? Here's a little update. Mets are still winning 13-2. Mets are still winning 13-2. I'll take a few more of you guys' questions in the comment section, and then I'm gonna get out of here. So let's see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I saw Smith say, "Wow, Devontae Smith's tore his ACL." It did not happen. Did not happen. Interested to see how the 2 OC system is going to work this year. Yeah, me too, to be honest with you. I'm very interested to see how that works. And we also have to remember that Godsey was the OC for the Cardinals game when Tua had his best game against the Cardinals. My brain is shutting off. Chan Gailey wasn't there. Chan Gailey was sick, and Godsey took over. Godsey was on the sideline chirping into his ear, telling him what to do, this, that, all the other things. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Let me look this up because you guys are saying. We'll see. We'll see if it's true about Devontae Smith. Eric, nothing as of now. Nothing as of now. Yeah, no injuries. No injuries to Devontae Smith. Doug, thank you for putting me on this channel together at the time you put in. Should do a behind the scenes video. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking for the Patreon and for the members to doing a behind the scenes video. Or maybe even just throwing one up there. But it seems like when I put videos on the channel that aren't predicated to just Dolphins, it doesn't get a lot of views. Like no one cares. So I might do it. I don't know. The only question marks are at center and middle linebacker. I agree with center. Middle linebacker, I think they're good with McKinney, but center, I do agree. It makes me uneasy. We'll see how that all works out. Is it too late to grab Humphreys for our center? Yeah, way too late. Well, with Tua having trouble with playbook and new offense being installed, that sounds like it's still under construction. How well should we expect Tua to do with the new system and 2 OCs? I expect him to do much better. Because he already has it understood, Jacob. He was actually telling Waddle the routes and everything he should be running. So it seems like he already has a way better grasp on the offense. But only time can tell. The only thing that can really prove anything is got to get on the field. What's up, Tracy? Vic with the $20 donation. Great show, Doug. Showing some love. You need a vacation in Florida. Your family has a place to stay. Fins up. Thank you so much, Vic. Yeah, when I go to Florida, I'm letting you all know. Y'all know, because apparently I'm Southern. Why no one talk about how close Tua and Joe's stats were, and Joe was playing from behind all the time? That is because there's people who talk about stats, and then there's people who say, well, yeah, those stats don't mean anything. So you can't win, DC. Like, they'll always move the goalpost. If they don't like Tua or if they don't like whatever, they'll always move the goalposts. Real talk, DW, you think Bell will be a Finn? I don't know. It all depends. I don't know, to be honest with you. First time watching live. Love the channel, Doug. Fins up. Thank you, Angel. I greatly appreciate that. In a system built for Fitz went 4-3. In the same system, Tua went 6-3. Not to mention, it was Tua's rookie year, and he was rehabbing all offseason instead of getting ready for the NFL. You said it. Absolutely said it. Doug, keep up the great show. Great to see Finn fans in other places. Fins up. The Tua Waddle connection is real and going to be amazing to watch them grow together. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. It's 10:30. I'm actually hungry. Probably gonna go eat a snack or something. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you guys so much for the fantastic questions. I'm gonna do this more often, right? Maybe some days it won't be this late, but I'm going to do this more often. Might be Sunday nights, might be Friday nights, because I don't want to step on Larry's toes doing Saturday nights. But I had a blast. If you didn't yet, hit that thumbs up on your way out if you like this stuff. I'm going to keep using StreamYards, not for the games. The games are going to go straight from the camera. But when I want to chat with you guys, because you guys had some fantastic questions, I also like being able to pop up comments like this. It makes it easier. It's just something fantastic. Real quick before I get out of here, Mets are still winning 13-2. It is now the top of the ninth. 3 more outs and the Mets are going to pull this one off. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will see you guys Monday with the tight end breakdown. Wednesday is going to be the reaction video. I have a fantastic video I want to show. Mario, thank you for the $3 donation, brother. But other than that, guys, like usual, stay classy and fins up.